Hello, it's Daphne here, host and producer of the Transplanted podcast. Decided we'd just go ahead and throw a few words in here for the next few episodes, anyways. We have been completely backlogged with episodes. I'm looking right now, and I think I got 7 or 8 episodes here that have been recorded. We just haven't released them. There's just been a lot going, especially over the last month and a half. I think it's been almost 2 months since we've released an episode. So we just wanted to let everybody know, yeah, we understand that a lot of these episodes are behind. They are somewhat backdated, if you will. We have some, I think, that were recorded right around Thanksgiving, heading into Christmas. I think there's three from last year, and then we have oh shit, I don't know, another 4 or 5 from this year. So I mean, there's a lot that we've done. We just haven't got caught up on yet. We just wanted to give you a heads up that we understand these are from the past. We just wanted to give you context that these have been recorded whenever they were recorded. Um, we're trying to play catch up. Like I said, there's a lot that's happened. We moved offices. There's also been some different medical issues that we've been running into. You probably see my crutches back here. I'm almost full time on crutches right now. We're in and out of the hospital and doctor's offices a lot. Like, oh my God, I want away from the damn hospitals. Uh, Anyway, enough of that. The point is, we've just had a lot going on. We've pretty well got to where we're ready to go again. We've recorded, I think, 2 or 3 episodes here in the last couple of weeks. We've also had, some people that canceled recordings for various reasons. And so this is just letting you know we haven't gone anywhere. We're still here. The other thing that you'll find is that social media, we got absolutely banned. I did anyway. I did. I got banned from several of the social medias, anything owned by Meta, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Threads, all of them. I got completely banned from. We have no idea why, where it came from. It happened over the course of 2 minutes, where I received an email, and then 2 minutes later, it was like, "Oh, hey, by the way, you're banned," and there's no real reason behind it, and I can't appeal it. So. Uh, Anyway, the point is, this isn't like a little bitch session here. The point is that since I got banned from it, all of our socials have been messed with, and it's been a nightmare trying to put this stuff back together. So right now, the transplanting Facebook page is not owned by anybody. I'm trying to get it back up. If I can't get it back up, then I am going to go ahead and start a new Facebook page for the Transplanting Podcast, and we're going to hope that doesn't get all fucked up also. So anyway, just there's a lot going on. If you would like to be on our podcast, always reach out to me. You can reach me, Daphne, Daphne, Daphne at transplantedpodcast.com. My email is still running. I'm still here. You can still reach me on a lot of the socials. Just Facebook is the hard one to get me through right now. If you set up an interview with me, because I have interviews set up for the next several months, if you set up an interview with me and we have a date scheduled, but it was set up through Facebook, I probably don't have a way to contact you right now. So please reach out to me through the email or Facebook, not Facebook. There we go again, right? Yeah, reach out to me through the website, anything like that. Just find another way to contact me or reach out to me. You can also find me, Daphne Lane, on Facebook if you're just looking to meet me. It's got a picture like that because fuck, I'm sexy, gotta own it, right? So anyway, reach out, find me. Let's go ahead and get in contact again, make sure that we can keep these going. If you haven't been a part of this yet and you would like to, reach out to me. All of this is great. If you have friends and people that are struggling, especially right now, politics are really fucking shitty right now. uh, share the podcast. This is one of the biggest things you can do to help us. We're listened to in 18 countries currently and growing, and it's one of the most exciting things for me. I get to see all these stats come in, and yeah, reach out to us, share us, share the YouTube channel, the Spotify, all these things. That makes a big help. We are supported by Clear Noise Media. Which is something I'm going to start mentioning here over all the episodes. But also, if you would like to sponsor the podcast, let us know. We'd be happy to add some ads for other kinds of uh, support and sponsorship available. So anyway, uh, I'm babbling at this point. Reach out to me, Daphne at Transplanted Podcast. Thank you so much. We appreciate your patience. We appreciate your, I want to say reliability, but that's not the right word. Fuck, what do you call it? Where you just, whatever. We love you guys. Thank you for following us. It means a lot to us. And enjoy the episode.
And
Monica, she, her. It's she, her, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
hmm?
actually, my pronouns are I and me because I'm self-centered.
Makes me want to say mine is grizzly bear.
Mine is fuck off.
With a P-H-U-C-K, so it's less
Yes.
offensive.
It's
Anyways,
the sexy fuck off.
fuck off.
All right.
Welcome back to the Transplanting Podcast. My name is Bear. Of course, joined by the lovely Daphne with very cute earrings again.
Yeah, they're like the Christmas tree balls.
Ornaments.
We're decking the balls.
And somebody got their hair did.
I did. I got it colored, so now it's like a red purple. Anyway, today we have a very special guest here. I have been looking forward to this interview for a long time, and I'm so excited it's here. And so I don't want to jump too much into it, build the suspense up. We're gonna, yeah, exactly. We have Monica Helms with us today, the lady that designed the trans flag, and we are just so excited to have you here on the podcast with us today. So thank you so much for coming on here.
Well, thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah.
And, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Have a safe Valentine's Day. And, I'm just trying to make sure I get everything.
Sure.
So I won't be leaving with anything missing.
Depends on no matter when you release the episode, it will be covered.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, normally what we end up doing is we just kind of say, we just want to hear your story and just kind of, I don't know, start at the beginning and let's just hear your story. I don't know.
I could start reading my book, and that would be my story.
What's the name of your book?
The name is just more than just a flag.
I love
because
that.
Because my life was more than just.
I mean,
making a trans flag.
Of course it is. Like, because I mean, that's one of the things. Trans people tend to get wrapped up in that they're trans, and they get pushed into this corner of, oh, everything about you is trans, right? So I mean, your life is so much more than making the flag, and you're more than being just trans, and I think that's a great title for a book, honestly. On the I don't want to say premise, but on the note of that, you're more than just a flag. When, I don't know, let's start at the beginning. When did you know you were trans?
Well, at age 5, I was raised Catholic.
Okay.
And and Catholics tell kids to pray for stuff, and God will give it to you.
Yeah.
Almost like Amazon.
Same day shipping.
So at age 5, for some reason, I felt like I needed to pray to God to be a girl. Now, how does a person at age 5 who couldn't read or write and had no access to anything that would have any information about this, and it was in 1956, so nothing was there for anybody to
Right.
see.
Your family wasn't pushing you into it, saying, "Hey, you're more of a chick than not."
Yeah, and so I prayed to God to turn me into a girl.
Okay.
and it took God 41 years to answer my prayer, which I guess for him is overnight delivery.
It's not same day shipping for sure.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I didn't pay for shipping.
I love it.
But
Yeah.
as I grew up, I really didn't focus on being a girl or wanting to be a girl a lot because I liked all the boy stuff.
Right.
I liked doing the cowboys and Indians and playing with my cars in the dirt in the backyard and later on launching model rockets. So it was kind of a hidden thing even to me, which I guess I was a tomboy in a boy's body.
I mean, that's interesting though, because like a lot of people you talk to, oh, I knew it young. I liked playing wearing dresses. I liked playing with Barbie dolls or whatever it is. We liked playing with all the girl things when I was a boy. And you hear this from a lot of people, but you don't hear very often that hey, I liked all the air quote boy things, while still feeling the feelings.
Yes, I did, and so that kind of made it surprising to me later on in life to actually realize that there was something different.
Yeah.
But I didn't, constantly focus on it
Yeah.
because I was just having fun doing other stuff too,
Right.
and it didn't bother me. But you see, there's no reason why girls can't do all the boys stuff.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
Well,
I was
but
doing what I liked.
at that time, was that stuff separated, segregated by sexes?
Oh, yeah, it was at the 50s and 60s. You bet. Everything, get girls things for girls. See, I had two sisters and I had a brother. So me and my brother got the boys stuff and the girls got the girls stuff.
Okay.
So it was pretty standard operating procedure at the time.
And you weren't wishing that you got the girl stuff too?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I liked playing with the boy stuff. I liked exploring when I was a kid. I liked,
Yeah.
going out into the, go camping with the folks and doing stuff out there and yeah, everything as a boy. So I don't have any reason to be disappointed in my life.
Yeah.
And, it worked out okay for me. I say that I have an amalgamated gender.
Okay. What does that mean?
You know what amalgamation is?
I'm gonna say no for the purposes of this conversation. Like what does that mean to you?
Well, say like an example, you put two metals together and mix them, heat them up, get them all mixed in together, but they don't molecules. They don't connect each other. They're if it's silver and gold, it's still silver and still gold. It's just mixture together.
Okay.
So basically, an amalgamated gender is somebody that is mixed male and female and can be parts of both.
Yeah.
And so I grew up different
Yeah.
than other trans women that I know.
Okay.
And then after high school, I joined the Navy.
Yeah, I saw that on your shirt.
Yeah, this is the USS Francis Scott Key. That was one of the ships that I was on.
Okay.
And submarine. And it's I decided to see. I had a low draft number,
Okay.
and I didn't want to get drafted, and I went into the Navy and worked in wanted to work in nuclear power training, and I got that training, and I was able to work in the engine room of submarines, two different submarines, this one and the USS Flasher. Now they named ships after fish back then, the fast attack submarines, which the Flasher, there is such a thing as a Flasher ship,
Okay.
fish.
I was thinking
So
Flasher. I don't even know her, but
yeah, well, they have to special order those little raincoats.
oh yeah, Navy raincoats. Oh my goodness. So, I don't know. What's life like on a submarine?
Oh, it's enclosed, and some people say, "Oh, you got I got a claustrophobia. I couldn't do it." I said, "Well, yeah, you couldn't, and then you would have, even if you volunteered, you would have gotten thrown out because of various things."
Yeah,
And
really claustrophobic.
luckily, I made it through. I guess I didn't really care about being in an enclosed area like a submarine,
And it didn't bother
but
you
they're
being
bigger than
underwater
most
like that?
things. Yeah, being underwater and all. And there was like 6 different times that I spent 70 continuous days underwater. 6 different times.
Is that normal?
And that's normal for a lot of, yeah, especially like this type of submarine which carries the missiles.
Yeah.
They have two crews. Then one crew has the ship for 105 days, and then the other crew is back in the States. And then after 105 days, they switch. And so that way the ship gets to be out a lot, but the people don't have to be out a lot.
That's nice.
So,
So
um,
I've never really been like I walked through a submarine down in San Diego that at a museum there, whatever. They had a, I think it was a Russian submarine even. I don't know. Anyway, I walked through it and it was fascinating to walk through. But other than that, my only experience has been around. Actually, I think there's a submarine in Portland. I think there is.
There might be.
I think there is down on the water.
I can't think of one.
The point is like in movies you see all the things, I am having a hard time. What is it, like UH-243 or something like that?
oh yeah,
With the radiation leak that happened on the Russian submarine, right? I see things like this, and I'm just curious. Like when you start getting deep in the water, are you hearing and feeling the different depths? Like you watch a lot of them, and you can start getting down, and the compression starts to hit them, and they start to creak, and that kind of thing. Like, is that a thing?
yeah. We were able to go down to 1,300 feet,
Oh my goodness.
and when they say that we're going to go down to test depth, which is 1,300 feet, then everybody's prepared. They're looking at things, making sure that there's no leaks, because a leak at 1,300 feet would be like a solid pencil stream that would cut you in half. And
Wow.
so you got to be very careful. And so when they say go check for leaks, you go check for leaks.
Is everybody on edge in those kind of situations?
Yeah, we get on edge on that. But I was also on board when we launched a missile too.
What's that like?
Well, like when we came into to Cape Canaveral for the test, the we for several times we'd go out and shoot this cement plugs that were the same weight as the missile.
Okay.
Pop them out, because you pop them out with high pressure air.
Right.
And so that was our test. But then when the real one was ready, we were all thinking, oh gosh, we've seen so many issues where these things fall down and don't they hit the submarine and all that kinds of stuff. But we had an excellent launch. It was perfect. So I was happy. But they did the countdown, and we were just holding on to our seats, going, "Oh God," you know. But I think one of the coolest things though was before we went to Cape Canaveral, um, the captain took us to the Bahamas area, and very beautiful sea, and we got to have swim call
Yeah.
and dive off the ship and off the fairway and stuff. And we had this one really goofy guy that said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to swim underneath the submarine and come up the other side." And that's 33 feet down. So he didn't realize how far he had to go. And he came up and his nose was bleeding.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
He,
no.
he wasn't the brightest bulb in the box. And then
Faucet was a little
when I
leaky.
got tired of being up on the deck,
Yeah.
I went down to the engine room and I got all the parts. We had everything I needed. And I came back up and I built a kite. And I flew a kite off the back of a nuclear submarine.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really
And
cool.
the kite was very everybody liked it. Everyone wanted to fly it. So they had it for quiet even into the evening after all the stuff on the board, the deck was done. And yeah, that was fun.
How do you get
Swimming
back on
off-
the submarine?
Yeah, yes.
Like after you jump in the water like that, how do you get back on top? Because it's a round thing.
Oh, they have ladders.
Ladders.
Is there ladders on the
Yeah.
side?
Ladders? Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never seen ladders on the side.
Well,
I've
You
not
haven't
really
been
spent
there?
time around them either.
so anyway, we being on a submarine, it was work.
Yeah.
It was a job, and I was an E6,
Okay.
but the highest rank that I made.
Right.
And now on a surface ship, an E6 would be the person bossing other people around,
Right.
telling them to do stuff.
Right.
But on a submarine, everybody advances quickly, so an E6 ain't shit on a submarine.
Right.
Mm.
And when I was on my last submarine, and we were coming in there was going to be a inspection and everything. So I was in engine room lower level, the grungiest part of the ship, down in the bilges between the pipes, cleaning the bilges. And I was in there with my E8 chief in the bilges with me, cleaning there.
Mm.
And I looked at him, and he's an E8, and I said, is that what I got to look forward to? Doing the same stuff I'm doing now as an E6?
Yeah.
And I said, no, I didn't want to continue. Besides, I was already figuring out that I enjoyed dressing as a woman. So at times I did that.
So how did you come to that? Because that's a big jump from being cleaning the bilges to wearing dresses. Like if you're on the submarine like this, how do you even get there?
My time off, I was able to, go to a motel and dress up.
I mean,
in
but
like in San Diego.
you had been living, I'm going to say a male life, right? You've been, at least in that role, up until that point. Like, where did the desire come from? Because, I mean, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're just like, hey, I feel like wearing a dress now?
Yeah, that's pretty much almost
That's
it.
pretty simple.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. It was like, you know, especially when I was on this submarine and we were back at in the States, and you weren't required to do any work or anything, go in to the office. And so, I just got bored with myself, and I wondered what would it be like. And so I bought some stuff and tried it on.
So this would have been around, what, 1975, 1980?
1974.
Okay. So what... I imagine just going into the store and saying, hey, I want to buy a dress that fits me didn't go over well.
I didn't say that it fits me. That part I left out. Men buying dresses is not uncommon.
Okay.
But I don't go, hey, you think this will fit me?
I mean, but you had to do something similar to that to be able to get a dress that you wanted to that fit you, right?
Well, I just assumed sizes, and I was right.
I was right. I love that. I love your confidence. I think that's like the pronouns, But before we started the recording, she said her pronouns were I, me.
I me. Yeah,
it's the confidence that comes with it. I love it.
And so there wasn't
So after the Navy, I came back to Arizona. What?
Oh.
After the Navy, I came back to Arizona, and I was trying to, dress up a little more often. I went to gay nightclubs, dressed up, and I met a transsexual woman at the time, and the thing was, I noticed how much trouble she had. She was basically a hooker, and the stuff that she had to go through to get her hormones and everything else, and I looked at that and I go, wow, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too thrilled with how she had to live to survive. But later on in life, later in the 90s, that's when I actually transitioned and things was a little better.
Yeah.
But late 70s, not so much. I found a woman that I liked, and later on, and we got married. I had two sons. They're in their middle 40s or lower 40s now in age.
So okay, so
I got four grandsons.
Very nice, very nice. So you had actually, Bear, did you want to ask a question?
No, we're on to the next subject.
Okay. Well, so you get out of the Navy, you go back to Arizona. Is Arizona where you originally were from?
Yes.
Phoenix area, I'm assuming?
Yes, it was.
Oh, very nice. I grew up in Arizona too, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so you go there, they got the nightclub. I wonder if they're the same nightclubs. That would be interesting, right? If it's the same ones that are open.
True.
Right?
Road trip.
Road trip. Okay, so you come back though. At this point, you're trying on dresses, but you said at this point also you found a lady that you liked. Were during the dating process, did you tell her, hey, by the way, I try on dresses in the background, or how did that all go around?
Yeah, I did tell her, but she later on told me that I didn't tell her. So, you know,
I'm assuming that didn't go
she
well
wasn't
then.
very happy when she found out,
Yeah,
when she found me dressed up once.
that's
You
awkward.
know, yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah,
Uh, and we lived the rest of our marriage as, me being unhappy about a lot of things with myself,
yeah.
and her not being happy about anything about me either. Even though we did still have two kids. Um,
Well,
but
so I mean, you're in the space where you're not feeling happy. You said you're not feeling happy with yourself, right? Are you
right.
at this point regretting that you ever were trying on dresses?
No, see, I also first I thought I was a heterosexual cross dresser,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and that was my thing, and I figured, oh, that would be helpful for her because, hey, I'm heterosexual. I just like to dress as a woman every so often.
Right.
Well, she didn't like that either. She was totally against that. And then when I finally in 1987 told her that I needed to make this change, she the first thing she said was, "You're not going to ever see the kids again." Which
You.
when I actually did start my transition 10 years later, that I did get to see the kids because the kids were older and they were able to make a decision for themselves.
Do you still have a relationship with her?
She's dead.
Oh, well,
Oh.
I guess we saw who won that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I walked
She,
into that.
I have a great relationship with my sons and my grandsons
I was not
and
ready
their
for that.
families,
Great.
and I'm really happy about that.
Well, good.
So
And
I'm
they're all
not, I'm
accepting?
not, I'm not worried about stuff like that.
Yeah.
But so this takes me to when I transitioned, and in 1999, that's when I created the flag.
Mm.
Oh, that's a new subject. We can talk about that now.
We have touched on a part. We're moving on. Okay, so you start the transition. A couple years later, you decide to make a flag. What brought that about?
Well, I was having dinner with the guy who created the bisexual flag, Michael Page,
Mm.
and we were talking. He said, the trans community could use a flag too. And we talked about various things. And then he said, now, you must keep it simple because the least amount of stripes, the least amount of stitches it takes to put it together,
Fair.
and the cheaper it is to sell.
Mm.
And so it was about 2 weeks later, I woke up one morning and the idea of the flag popped in my head as I was waking up.
So were you
And I
starting?
got up and
were-
drew it out with colored pencils. And I said, this looks great. And I contacted the people that made the bisexual pride flag. It was a flag company that does these things.
Right.
And they sent me some swatches, and I picked out the one that I wanted, and called them up. And a week later, I had the first trans flag.
That's. I love the story. That goes well. So did you design this flag with the intent to sell? Like that was your entire purpose behind it was, hey, I can sell a flag?
No, I designed it because this was my version of how I felt about being transgender.
Well, so that's interesting because when I started to transition, I showed up. But before I started any kind of transition, I told my ex. I said, "Hey, I feel this way," and she knew that that was a thing. Like we talked about it before we were dating, and so when it got to the point that it got real serious, I said, I want this. I want to do whatever it is right, you know? And so I decided I was going to go see a therapist first. And when I sat down with the therapist, one of the days I came in and I had a little necklace with a little trans flag pendant on it, right? And I walk in with this and she says, I see you're wearing that. And I go, yeah, I don't know. I just like it. And she says, well, what does that mean to you? And so I told her, it's got the blue on the outside, pink on the inside. And so I just turned around and I said, to me, it's saying that, yeah, I was male on the outside, but I'm female on the inside, And that was what it meant to me. And I don't know, I thought that was beautiful. But one of the questions I wanted to ask you was, what does the colors mean to you?
When I originally designed it, I had this in mind. The blue was traditional color for baby boys,
right?
And pink is traditional for girls,
Mm-hmm.
and the white in the middle is for those who are non-binary or gender fluid, or don't have any gender whatsoever. Anybody
Wow.
that might be transitioning, and so and I've come to find out that many people are very glad that the white stripe is in there
Yeah.
because it represents them.
I wasn't aware that's what it's there for.
And then the flag is designed in such a way that no matter which way you fly it, it's always correct because it's a palindrome.
Right.
And it signifies us finding correctness in our own lives.
That makes sense.
No, I don't get it.
You don't get it?
No. I'm having a hard time connecting the dots there.
What? It's the stripes are the same no matter which way you
right. But why does that signify?
It's always correct no matter which way you fly it, which signifies us finding correctness in our own lives.
I'm the gears are turning.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to. I mean, if it didn't matter which way it goes, then how is it finding correctness? This is just me totally being a dumbass over here, but I'm not connecting it.
Okay, let me try again. No matter which way you fly it,
yes,
you can't fly the American flag upside down.
Correct.
Because that would not be correct.
Right.
This has no upside down. It is always correct. Always correct. That means that we are always correct.
Okay.
No matter what. No matter which way you look at it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can... I don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking about it like pre-trend. I'm not the one to question your flag. Either way, I mean, it's a beautiful flag, though, I actually did like how it repeated itself and kind of went that way. Yeah, I didn't know that the white was for any genders that didn't fit inside the traditional male-female role like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you put together this flag. It's got as few stitches as possible. You send it off. Did you tell the flag makers what it was for, or did you just say, I want this flag made?
Well, I told her what it was for.
How did they accept that?
They thought that was okay. They were a flag company. They make flags for everybody.
Okay.
And so, I took it to protests and marches and pride parades and
Yeah.
all kinds of places, making sure that people got to see it, and even took it to D.C. on a couple of times,
Yeah.
uh, and people are starting to ask me, well, where can I get one of these?
Yeah.
And then I send them to the place that I got the original from, and then apparently as time went on, people were making them from all kinds of places,
Yeah.
making different stuff with the flag on it. Have a coffee cup with the flag on it, or and it it wasn't until 2013 that I was looking through pictures of prides across the world, and I started seeing my colors, and I started seeing the flag,
Yeah.
and I'm going, what is going on here? And I said, oh my God, it's catching on. And I didn't expect it to catch on.
You didn't feel like they were stealing your
It's
idea?
been, what's that?
You didn't feel like they were stealing your design?
Yeah, people are using it, and it's been on every continent, including the South Antarctica,
Wow.
and
Nice.
it's been on mountaintops. I do have one place I'd like to see it though.
Everest?
My bucket list dream.
Where's
I
that?
would like to see it in the International Space Station.
Ooh.
I feel like that deserves like a call out to the LGBTQ community to make that happen.
Well, not with this administration. It ain't gonna happen. Uh,
Yeah.
the uh,
Probably not.
the rainbow flag has been up there, but not the trans flag. And
It'll
so
happen.
that's yeah. Well, we gotta clean out Washington before we
Fair, but
get to happen.
it'll happen. So how does it feel being in this position of you created something, it sounds like mostly for yourself, and then finding out 15 years later that this thing is blown up into an international icon, and now it's all across the world, like everybody knows your flag. How does that feel? Like you've changed the world.
I go. Oh, geez, I got the original. I need to figure out someplace to put it. I needed to find a safe place to put it, and and I did find a safe place. I'm not going to mention it because under the particular circumstances, it could
Fair.
be not safe any longer.
Fair.
And so, yeah, they're taking care of it.
Oh, good.
They're taking good care of it.
Good.
And so the thing is that, yeah, the flag has been everywhere. Not everywhere that I want yet. But it's nice to know. And I've had a lot of feedback from people telling me how much the flag means to them. And I really appreciate it. I appreciate that. I got to put a dent in the world.
You did.
You did.
It's a big dent. Like that. It's a sizable. Like you've changed the world forever. I think that's really cool.
Well, I don't know how that's going to be when I pass away, but I'm right now. I'm living in Costa Rica.
Right. You just moved there.
And Darlene and I are here because we were afraid of what was going to happen in the country,
Right.
Right.
especially with trans people in it. And it's gotten worse as we speak.
How
And
how are you enjoying Costa Rica?
I enjoyed it a lot. Now, I don't have all my stuff that I had when I was in Georgia, all my hobbies, all the stuff, because all that's packed away. But, I get some rest here. We go occasionally to see various waterfalls and
Wow.
other stuff
Yeah.
here. And then, like tomorrow, Saturday, our tradition is to go into a feria, which is basically a fruit and vegetable location that's like real big, large, like a football field long, and several rows,
Yeah.
about 3 or 4 rows, and it's got all kinds of vegetables and fruits. I we got a coconut with one time with they poke a hole in it and stick a straw in, and you drink out of the coconut.
That's
You
cute.
know, it's, and all this tropical fruits and stuff like that. Bananas about the size of 3 inches.
That's 6 in America.
They're Now let me tell you, those tiny bananas are the sweetest tasting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, immature side came out here. I mean, I've seen the little bananas. So like there's been a couple markets I've been to where they had the tiny bananas like that.
I think they call them finger bananas.
Finger bananas.
Fingerling bananas, yeah.
Costa Rica, if I remember right, is a country where you can go down speaking English and get along just fine. Is that correct?
Uh, Not exactly.
Mm.
I know a little. I know a few Spanish words enough to keep me from getting in trouble.
Right.
But mostly Darlene does all the Spanish speaking for us,
Okay.
so it helps. And the people are nice. The only thing that's bad is the traffic.
Yeah.
The roads are smaller, and they drive fast. They're not courteous about allowing you to pull in, and there's motorcycles everywhere. Like dirt bike type size motorcycles,
Right.
and they use the middle lane, the between the cars, as their lane.
Right.
So it's I've decided not to drive any longer
Sounds
because
stressful.
I wasn't that comfortable driving when we were last in Georgia, and so I don't want to drive here because it's more dangerous. I know that I would get in an accident if I was
Yeah.
to drive.
Fair enough.
So my age has turned off the keys.
So I
You know,
don't. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you want to talk about it and so I'll let me know, okay? On Facebook, there's the group it sounds like you started the group about trans people with Costa Rica or trans people wanting
Yeah,
to
oh
go
yes.
there.
It's called Gender Freedom Costa Rica, and it's basically a place for people who are thinking of coming to Costa Rica or live in Costa Rica that are trans or supportive or non-binary or something,
Right.
and that allows us to communicate with each other, to stay in touch, make sure that people get information that they need.
You consider yourself running the underground railroad for trans people to South America?
Well, that terminology actually has come up in my mind, yeah. But I'll do what I can. I'm not as informed as many other people are,
Right.
but I know a lot of other people that are informed. So I know who to talk to, and so consequently, we get get the right information for people and make it easier for them.
Yeah. So you've lived a full life where you grew up. It sounds like for the most part just enjoying living your life, whichever situation it was. I mean, there's the rough part with your ex, but it sounds like for the most part you've had a pretty fulfilling life. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, I feel that I kind of have lived enough for three people.
Yeah.
I've done enough to cover three lives.
Yeah. And I
You
mean,
know, and I'm living with the most wonderful woman that I have ever known in my life, Darlene Wagner. She's a sweetheart,
yeah.
and Darlene, come in here.
Oh, we get to
Oh,
meet
we
her?
get to meet her.
Say
Nice.
Yay.
Nice.
I'm so excited for this.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, this is the wonderful person in my life.
Pats her on the face. I love it though. You two are adorable together. I love it.
Yes.
And Darlene, how are you dealing with Costa Rica?
Well, I'm eager to get out up into the mountains and do some hiking.
Ooh.
That sounds like fun.
I'm very outdoorsy.
Yeah. Have you guys had any chance to go camping yet?
Caffeine is not going to take
That-
place.
Yeah, Monica's feeling a little too long in the tooth for camping.
Fair enough.
We don't have any camping equipment. I mean,
Unless maybe we could get a cot or something she could sleep. She can't sleep on the ground.
Right.
Mm.
Fair enough.
Okay, what are those?
you can go now.
Okay.
Yeah. She's like, you can go. Get out of here.
Thank you for saying hi to
Yeah,
us.
it's so good to meet you.
All of
Right on.
Monica's
Love it. Love
getting
it.
back up issues.
Right on. I'm glad
I
we got
love
to say
it.
hi.
Yeah, I love that.
That's cool.
Okay, so you've made it to Costa Rica. You've lived just a phenomenal life, full of a lot of different experiences. You've gotten to see the world. It sounds like through your experience in the Navy. You've changed the world with your flag that you've created and the lives that you've affected.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
I know traveling time.
Yeah, not camping.
I don't know I don't know if I'd want to go back or forward.
Yeah,
You know, if I want to go forward to see how bad everything went, or then go back to certain time. I don't know what time that would be. Definitely not the old west.
yeah. So
So
if there was something that you could, there's young trans people. They're coming up. They're worried about life around them. They're not in a position where they can run off to Costa Rica. What would you tell them?
well, I would say the best thing to do when you start off is to make as many friends as you can.
Yeah,
Friends that are friendly with you as being a trans person.
yeah. Makes a lot of
Because-
sense.
Right.
Because being lonely and trans is definitely something very hard for. And if you have friends, you have somebody's shoulder to cry on, you
Yeah,
have people to laugh with, people to go and do things with, that don't be alone. Try to make as many friends as possible.
yeah. That makes a huge difference.
That is the key to it, to surviving well.
I love that. That's really good advice.
It is, especially especially if you are a gender diverse person and you've been completely just disowned by your family. At least you got your network of friends. At least you
Exactly.
have that.
And that's because you don't know what is going to taken away from you. So you need to
Yeah.
build on what you know, and that's friends.
Yeah.
And if your family's okay with you, that's even better. But don't count on all these things.
Right.
Right. I have something cool to share with you, Monica. I have now I'm half Hispanic, and it's Oaxacan, and I received these coasters from a friend, my sister. She's my spirit sister, and it was a gift. And I'm going to try to put this up so you could see it. But when she bought me these coasters, it it just made me smile because they are trans colors. They're I don't know if you can see,
Oh yeah,
and she
that really looks nice.
and these were hand woven, down in Oaxaca, Mexico. And I just thought that was cool for you to see that, yeah, your flag has definitely impacted the world, even in small village of Oaxaca where these were, hand woven. And I just
Yeah,
thought that was really special. It made it even more special to have, coasters like this with the trans colors. And
yeah,
I
it
just thought
is
that was cool and
special.
unique. Yeah, it's pretty special. And oh, I remember what I wanted to ask earlier. I have to ask about the rockets. I saw a video YouTube where you had rockets.
Oh yeah.
Now, did you build all of the all? Did do you is
When
it?
when we moved,
Mhm.
I gave all my rocket stuff, and that's probably a few $1,000s worth of stuff to the rocket club that I was a member of for them to use and to give to other people if they needed a rocket. I have no rocket stuff whatsoever.
Uh,
And in Costa Rica, there's really no place to launch a rocket because everything is either forest or um, places where things are being grown.
Yeah.
You
fair
want
enough.
to. So and I did a lot of research and yeah, nobody here sells rockets. I
Mm.
think there's a rocket club of sorts in one of the universities, but yeah, I have a feeling that I'm not going to be launching any rockets
Oh,
anytime soon.
fair enough.
That
You
was
wouldn't want
let me
to.
tell you, that was a very sad day to give all that stuff back to them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give
I bet.
them, yeah. So here I am in Costa Rica. I have no hobbies whatsoever, nothing to play with. To keep me busy. So I do a lot of resting,
No, good for
which
you.
keeps me healthy.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I don't think I have anything
Mm,
else.
all right. Yeah, I just wanted to mention and ask about the rockets because I thought that was cool. Some I saw on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, they were fun. They were really fun. It was a hobby I started when I was when it was 1967
Oh wow.
in
Mm.
Arizona. Yeah, so I've been launching rockets for a long time.
Yeah.
So this will be my break period again.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Monica, I wanted to say thank you so much again for coming on the podcast. I've really enjoyed having you here and being able to hear the story. Your flag was a very special thing for me. I I want to say I had a shirt that had like an anime. Uh, it was like this anime girl on there, but it was the anime person. It was just like an outline, whatever. But they were in the trans colors. And
Mm.
when I was first starting to come out, I was traveling across the country, um, going from state to state, doing different jobs, right? And as I would go to the airport, I'd be in there and I'd have kids come up, "Hey, I love your shirt," and they'd be all quiet about it. "I love your shirt. I love your shirt." You know, your flag has literally changed the world. It's melted its way into the hearts of people all across the world, and it just what you've done is such a special thing, and it's not something that everybody gets to do. And so for us to have you here on the podcast, it's an honor, and we're just I can't give you enough thanks for what you've left the world.
Well, you're welcome very much.
Yeah.
And I'm very honored to be here with you guys. Because just to meet new friends,
Yeah,
new people.
of course, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, and I want to tell you thank you too for being with us, because your flag is definitely symbolic, globally, and it's a special symbol, and for me it's almost it's just that beacon of hope, you know. And so yes, thank you very much for being taking the time to come speak with us.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
And want to thank our viewers and listeners as well. And if you yourself would like to be a guest on our podcast, the contact is Daphne at transplantingpodcast.com. You can also visit the website, transplantingpodcast.com. Drop us a line that way. We are on all the socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube. And we we appreciate hearing from everyone, and as always, welcome to the family.